Good morning, grandchildren. I'm back with another story. This is called Kids' Favorite Bible Stories. I don't know who wrote them or anything of that nature, but I'm going to read you some. Israel met the Philistine army on the battlefield. The Israelites made camp on the one hill, and the Philistines camped on another hill in the wide valley that stood between them. So there they are, camping out, and there's a big valley. This big man is named Goliath. Now the Philistines had a champion warrior named Goliath. Oh, he's big. Goliath stood over 9 feet tall and carried a heavy javelin and a sword. His armor was made of bronze and glistened in the sunlight. Look at that armor. Looks like it would glisten, doesn't it? Each morning for 40 days, the giant Goliath came forward and shouted like thunder, "Send out one man to fight me. If your man defeats me, all the Philistines will be your slaves. But if I win, you will serve us." King Saul and all the Israelites were terrified. Who could defeat such a giant? Look at his sword or spear. He was one big dude. One morning, Jesse, the son of Obed, sent his youngest son David to the battlefield to deliver a meal to David's older brothers who were soldiers. When David arrived and heard Goliath mocking the Lord's army and the Lord, he said to Saul, "Do not fear this Philistine. I will go and fight him." "You fight the giant? Well, you're only a boy. He is a mighty warrior and a killer. You're a shepherd boy. You cannot defeat him." And David answered, "As I kept my father's sheep, I once fought a lion. I rescued the sheep. When the lion turned on me, I killed it. Later, a bear came to take away the sheep, and I killed the bear. The giant will be defeated just like them, for the Lord who delivered me from the lion and the bear will deliver me from the hand of the Philistines." Saul said, "Go, and the Lord be with you." There's a little more to the story than that, but that's how much we got. So here's Saul, and he's like, "You can't defeat him." Here's David with his little sling and a rock. Goliath looks mad. He looks mean. David put on Saul's armor, but he was not used to it. "I cannot wear this armor." So he got his sling and 5 smooth stones, and he started walking toward Goliath. Here he is. I'm just going to use this sling right here. When Goliath saw that Israel had sent a young boy to fight him, he grew angry. "Am I a dog that you come at me with a stick? Come here and I'll tear you apart." Then David spoke, "You come against me with a sword and a spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord God Almighty, the God of Israel's army, whom you mock. This day you will die." Look at him. Ding! That's a sharp sword. This is going to be interesting. Goliath was furious and he moved to attack. But David took one stone, loaded it in his slingshot, and with all the power of the Lord behind him, he let it go. Bam! It struck Goliath right in the forehead and sank deep. Goliath staggered, and he fell like a giant oak tree. Goliath was not dead, so David ran over, stood over Goliath, and taking his own sword, Goliath's sword, he chopped his head off. The Lord had given Israel the battle. The Philistine army ran away, and Israel ran after them. From that day on, David remained in Saul's service. There it is. Yay! David won by the help of the Lord. I hope you enjoyed that, grandchildren. I love you.